There's one goal here, and one promise I made to Mrs. Ford is winning. For that to happen, everyone needs to be on the same page to be in the best position with the right plan. Every person in this building has a job to do, and each job is important. If we can get one step better every day, that's putting this organization in the right direction.
Donald steps up in the pocket, now throws. It is picked up by Rice. Comes back right side. Inside the 10. It is Quandre deep to the 5. To the house. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. How about Sackford opening act?
Oh my God, it is Sir Mix-a-Lot booty fit.
Damn straight it is. Hello, welcome to the 2020 Senior Bowl for Mobile, Alabama Live. It is. Hello, welcome to the 2020. We have Jeff the Riz Risden with us right now. Let me get rid of this. We have Jeff the Riz Risden with us right now. Hold on.
Hello.
Hi, Riz. How you doing?
I'm very good. I'm cold. I'm very cold. It's cold. We're sitting in the lobby of the Renaissance Hotel on the second floor. I'm very good. I'm cold. And the very cold. The door that opens to the parking garage and the adjacent area where we were this morning watching people in their underwear walk across the stage is open, and it's like 25 degrees outside, and it's blowing right in here, and my ass is cold.
Right in here.
Yes. It's a cold knock life. I'm feeling good though. I'm feeling good. I like it like this. I'm used to 253 degrees and 196% humidity, so this is quite a treat for me. Andy, how you doing, man? You enjoying it?
I'm good. I'm good. Unlike Riz, I'm not afraid to wear my jacket on stream. I don't need to look tough like he does.
I'll tell you guys one thing that turned up the heat today. It was Elephant Walk Day.
It was
the Senior Bowl. How about that? Was that another event? I felt it.
You guys have been. You were here last year and did it. It never gets old. It's this was my 12th Senior Bowl, and I don't think I went to the weigh in the first couple of years, but ever since then it's can't miss. And I try to have fun with it. You know, obviously everybody is tweeting out the same things. Mm-hmm. You know, height, weight, hand length, all that. You got to have some relative commentary on that. You know, because there's a big difference between like I'm 6'04", 220, but my 6'04", 220 looks a lot different than like a Vanderbilt guy's 6'04", 220.
Okay, let me go right. You said that, and I got to tell you who my number one draft pick is.
Who's that?
The Vanderbilt strength and conditioning coach. Holy, those guys came out.
So there's three of them here, and all of them were like lean, rocked up, no fat, looking really good, looking athletic.
Wow.
Yeah,
they were tops, and the Michigan guys, right? Also.
Oh, the Michigan guys. Oh, Khalid Hudson looked like a tank.
Oh my!
Like he had his lower half was like a D lineman's lower half.
He's straight out of like Muscle and Fitness magazine, man. He was wearing like most of the guys were wearing black Nike tights. He was wearing white ones to accentuate like because you could see it better.
Yeah.
And it was compression tights, and he wore it well. Mm-hmm. He wore it real well. That is a very well built individual.
So just a quick talk about the process. For those that aren't aware or haven't heard us talk about it before or weren't rocking it on Twitter today, the first thing that happens is they come up, they walk across the stage, and you're instantly impacted by the glory of what the ideal human body can look like, other than some of the linemen. I mean, they're beautiful in their own way, right?
Yeah.
They've got great personalities.
Yes.
But no, and then they come up, and they get measured, their height, right? And then they turn, they walk, they get their weight, and they walk off. And you have a chart full of the guys, except the North Senior Bowl. I wish next year we need more of those charts. I had to do with something else to make that work to get my measurements today. But and then we can comment. You can make not out loud, but you make your comments and your notes. And
there's a spot on the sheet to write comments on it, and it's ideally for like hand was measured with broken pinky or something like that.
Right.
But for us, it's like he's got a nice like V-shaped torso.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
8-pack.
Yeah.
Calf day.
So and let's talk about some of those measurements today. I mean, I was looking at body definition, and this year I kind of broke it down a little. I took definition by position. So good body type by position. I also took down upper and lower body, especially as I was looking at defensive linemen. I could tell there was some significant differentials where they were working out. And then just other things that stood out. What things were you kind of looking at as the guys came across the stage there, Riz?
I like to see like relative to the peers around them. So
Yep.
and that's one of the nice things about them walking across the stage, and they have to walk. I mean, it's probably 20 steps between each station where they get interviewed or they get their name announced, and they go across and they get measured, and then they'll yell out the height, and then they go to the weight station, which is another 20 steps, and just seeing how the way they walk.
Yeah, the swagger.
Are they confident? Do they have some flow to them? Are they walking fast? The one dude was Matt Peart, the tackle from UConn, who got talked up by Jim Nagy in the introductory press conference yesterday. He's really well built for. I think he's 6'6", 307. He's walking slow. Like, yeah, I know I'm good.
One thing we heard more than once was,
Oh my God, it is Sir Mix-a-Lot booty thick.
yes, we heard that a lot.
We did.
Sir Mix-a-Lot booty thick throughout the presentation.
Javon Kinlaw.
Oh my God.
He was a big winner today.
Yeah.
You will hear that from everybody.
And there was oohs and ahs
Yeah.
as he hit the stage. As he generally, that's the other thing you got to think about. It's a quiet room.
Yeah, very,
right?
very quiet. You don't want to be the guy that is too loud in there, but
Oh my God! Right.
yeah, you can tell when certain guys walk out, you will hear like a chatter pick up
you're like,
in the
Yep.
room.
Yeah.
And so we sat. I was on the aisle. 2 people in across the aisle from me was Bob Quinn, and then down one row. So I kind of, as the players were coming across and I was greeting them, I was also grading Quinn's reaction.
Right.
I was doing a lot of that. And I have a column on my thing called Quintrest, and I just kind of and some was
You're
probably
smart.
mock, but that's me, right? That's the thing. I really like looking at how people manage in that. But as we did that, and the Lions were sitting there, what do you think? Did you notice anything out of the Lions players? Did you see anybody that they perked up about?
I didn't see a lot out of Bob Quinn. I didn't look at him as much as you did.
Yeah,
but,
we were sort of in a little bit.
But
Yeah.
I
sure.
can say for certain that there were a couple guys, I think. He spent a little bit when Khalil Hudson walked out. He turned to a couple of his other scouts and talked a little bit.
Neville Gallimore was another one.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Who's built like an absolute tank.
Yeah.
Just thick.
I'm
upper
liking him
body.
more and more. I can't wait to see practice
He's
this week. and
He's
season.
going to be a fun one to watch in practice because he does this type of things that Ashawn Robinson does, and he does them probably a little bit faster than Ashawn does.
Right.
So that'll be interesting. There's a natural replacement right there if Ashawn leaves.
Absolutely. So let me do a little housekeeping quick, and I'm going to hand it to you, Andy, and get your full recollection of the day. We've got about 2 hours left here on Radio Row. That's where you get the background noise. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
We'll be picking up some people. Every time we find someone, we're going to sit them down and just go live. There's no particular schedule involved. So just sit with us and watch, and keep eyes on the YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you can get notified when we get live and you don't miss it. And then we will put these things so you can see them later as well if for some reason you have to do that silly stuff called work. Okay, anything else, Andy, you want to hit up on the day?
One of the things that I got asked by personal friends and family that asked me, what do you do at the Senior Bowl? And I was telling them about the walk.
Right,
And they said,
right.
well, that sounds weird. Why do you need to do that? And I think a lot of people don't really realize.
I have fans.
Yeah, there's people taking
The
this
most
pictures.
fans.
That's why you're so cool.
Paparazzo.
So,
But, they don't realize how important something like this is because
Right.
it's an indicator, right?
yeah.
You don't
Yes.
you can't see how a guy looks in pads, and he may have good technique and he may do well out on the field, but when he comes out looking like a slob, that's not so great. Same thing can go the opposite way, where a guy comes out and he's ripped and he's jacked, and you think, why wasn't the production there?
Right,
And
right,
it can kind of just fill in a few blanks, that you can't really get to normally. You can't interview a guy and say, hey, take your shirt off, let me look. So there's a good
you
opportunity.
interested?
Might be able to do that with Jeremy Chun. That guy, the safety from Southern Illinois, who's going to get a lot of love this week, and he's playing on the Lions side. He's going to be, oh, you're nice, Phil. I have heckler fans. Yeah, that's a guy to watch. He's one of those guys, and I tweeted out today. He's one of those guys that he could walk around without a shirt on, and nobody would really mind.
Yeah.
Very well built guy. He's 6'3". I think it was 207 pounds. Well built. He's a safety. If you like Isaiah Simmons, you're probably going to like him too.
Yep, there you go. All right, that's going to do it. Let's do that. Let's make that this hit. We'll talk about it some more as we keep going, and we're going to pick some people up, do some interviews here at Detroit Lions Podcast on YouTube. Love it. Thank you guys. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you